We are in Brazil to test drive the flagship of Marco Polo. We are today test driving the G8 with 4 axle. This is Paradiso 1800 Double D. A dream is coming true. I'm going to go out on the field to test drive the Paradiso 1800 DD from Marco Polo. I have been in Brazil several times before, and every time I'm here, I'm always looking at the 4-axle double decks. And now we have a demo coach from Marco Polo. Inside is fully spec'd. It's the most luxurious comfort you'll ever seen on a coach, and today we will show it to you. Welcome to Brazil and welcome to the test drive of the G8 double decker. Welcome on board to the Marco Polo Paradiso 1800 DD. And look how fantastic it is with the driver's door. This is absolutely what we are missing on almost all coaches in Europe. You can find it in coaches from Baulas in Spain, and now we don't even have it on the Volvo anymore. We don't even have it on the Cetra anymore. And I know that many drivers are missing this driver door. But here it is. You have to go to Brazil to buy a coach with driver door. So let's fasten the seatbelt, and I will very soon drive my first few meters on Brazilian roads in this wonderful coach, even called Paradiso. It is a paradise, and I have been looking forward to see this one from the inside for many years, and here we are in Brazil. First of all, let's adjust the steering wheel. Look here. This is the Volvo steering wheel that we all know, but you probably already noticed that we missed the middle panel. This is a demo coach, so everything is not prepared quite normal. And if you hear the sound of a peeping, it's also a demo thing that's coming in, so don't get worried. I will find my comfortable position, and then I also need to take a little look around me. That's the sound. To my left, we have the main switch for power, and then we also have the lighting systems. Here is the kneeling functions to my left, and I can also charge with USB if I have anything to charge as a driver. The door button for the main door, where all the passengers come in and out, is down to my left knee. And why do I say the main door where the passengers go in and out? That's why there is no front and back door on this bus. There is only a middle door to come in and out for this bus. The front door on the side of this bus is just a door for the co-pilot. And Tom will tell you more about that in the tech talk later on in this video. So here is only one door, and there you can choose to walk into the first class area downstairs, and you can choose to go upstairs. There it's normally just regular seat, but in this one we have both first class and all other kind of seats. To my right we have multimedia system. We have a big nice LCD screen, 10 inches, to see everything we need of information. To my left we have the blinkers and also the long light. And here is the retarder stick on my right side as well. Multimedia steering wheel and the dashboard that we are used to from the European Volvos, both the FH series but also the 9000 series. We have mirrors both to my right and left. One standing and one wide angle on both sides. And here in the front they have lowered the panel, so I lose actually a little vision when I'm sitting here. But I wish we could have that view. And if it was possible, I would also rise it even a little bit more, because I don't see the wide angle mirror up both to the right and left if I sit in a normal position. But now let's take a little drive with this Marco Polo Paradiso 1800 DD. Right now I am driving a 4-axle Volvo. It's a D11 engine in this bus, and it has 450 horsepower. The I-shift is installed here, and it has 12 shifts just like we are used to back home in Europe. And the engine here is a Euro 6. It's so wonderful and nice to come to Brazil to test drive the vehicle you always longed to drive. When I was in Brazil for the first time in 2018, I was lucky enough to be a passenger of one of these. Then I took the bus from Sao Paulo all the way down to the Iguazu Falls. This one has the Volvo-chassis and is a demo coach built up by MARCOPOLO. The purpose is to show everything this coach can provide, from the most luxurious seats to the complete regular coach seats on board. And we will soon take a little trip up in the second floor and also in the first floor to see how the seats are in this coach. Sitting behind the steering wheel is a great feeling. I'm comfortably seated in my seat. We have the great armrests. I have good vision. In the beginning I was a bit afraid of the panel above my head would decrease my sight, but now while I'm sitting here I don't get affected by that at all. And it is also very strange to sit to drive a double-decker with no aisle in the back. In Europe, all these buses have an aisle. The passenger come in the first door and then they will keep walking into the seats in the back of the bus. This bus is built on a coach chassis, so it's higher, so you don't have the middle aisle. You need to build over the first axles. That's why you have this compartment. And behind me you can have different things. You can have a luggage compartment, you can have a sleeper area for the driver, but here it's a lounge. It's a big sofa, you have the TV, and everything you need for a comfortable ride on board the Volvo. This bus is 15 meters long and the height of this coach is 4.25 meters. It's 2.6 meters wide. This is 5 more centimeters than we have in Europe. That means we cannot import this bus or coach to all countries of Europe. In Sweden it would be possible, but I don't think the Swedish market will import this kind of coaches because of the long travel way, even though I would love to see this coach in the European market. We have a very short time of test driving the vehicle, so we cannot get the full experience by the 4 axles, but we feel the steering is very light and we know that we are driving a coach with 4 axles. You just feel like the king of the road. This is an amazing feeling. Welcome to the second floor. And here, as I told you in the beginning, it's all kind of seats. Not one single double seat are the same. So here you have one configuration, the next one has this configuration, and as you can see, the colors are different, both on the seating, on the curtains. Everything here is different, only to show you as a customer all the different variations and possibilities you do have in the MARCOPOLO. Here is one of the seats that we have here in the second floor. And here we have an armrest. Inside we have the USB charger, and we can always recline the seat a lot. Look at this! This is like a bed. And when I then take down this footrest, oh yes, this is amazing. Imagine that MARCOPOLO and Brazil are producing these kind of buses, and I understand why, because many of the routes that goes in Brazil is very long, very long. They can take up to 24 hours. Some even takes almost a week. There is buses going from Rio de Janeiro all the way to Lima, Peru, and that takes 6 days. And then you need to have comfort while driving those long distances. And to help you drive comfortably, there is also refrigerators on the bus. Here is a water tank. Here is a coffee machine. So you have everything you need, included of course the bus will do different stops on the way. Let's take a look at some other seats. It's all different kind of seats here, so let's just try one of the one I find simplest in the way of the appearance. But still, even though the seat look a little bit more simple, they do have the footrest, and you can also recline the seat on this one. It's actually a handle to your right. Doesn't go as far back, but I have to say, this is much more comfortable than sitting in a coach in Europe. The seats are so comfortable. Even the more simple seats are really luxurious. And all the seats are made by MARCOPOLO itself. even the foam, all the stitches in the seats are made at the factory here in Brazil. It's a huge factory with a lot of people working, and everything is handmade with precision. And now I want to show you the first floor of the bus. You might think these seats are nice. Well, join me for the first floor. The first floor in the double-decker from Marco Polo is normally the first class floor, and this floor is no exception. Take a look at this business class seats. Here I have everything I need in my life. Here I have a footrest, and I can sit like a king. I have a 2-point seat belt, and of course I can recline the seat all the way down. This is just like laying in your bed. USB chargers here to my right, both A and C, and in the front I have a big TV, just like in the plane. So here I can see TV series, I can watch movies, I can listen to music, but the best part I haven't told you yet. That's this remote control. And no, it's not for the TV, it's for the massage. So now I turn it on. This is comfortable. The film on the TV, I will just recline the seat just enough so I still see the screen. And then I'm ready to go to Peru. And also just to mention, this area can also be used for different things. You don't have to have the seats here. You can also have it like a conference space. Here they have installed a sofa to show that.
Welcome to my tech talk. I want to show you around at this beautiful Marco Polo double-decker with a Volvo chassis. This is the G8 version, the generation 8 from Marco Polo. They launched it in the mid of 2021, in the middle of pandemic. And as you can see, this is built on a Volvo chassis, 4-axle Volvo chassis. Come on and let's take a look at what's inside and around on this coach. This is not the entrance to the coach. This is for the co-pilot, because some of the lines have 2 co-pilots and 1 driver. And this part of the bus is separated from the passenger side. You can go through in the middle, but normally some coaches have a kitchen there and others have a sleeping cabin in that part. And just take a look at this beautiful front part. You can see the lines. They have been really thinking about this when they constructed the bus. You can see the logo on the bus. If you can guess what this is, comment under the video. Also, they have split window in the first floor. That's, as I have mentioned before in other videos, this is to save money. Mirrors are analog on this one, but they have digital mirrors as well, and they look similar to this one. They are still mounted on a bracket, and the company around in South America, they still prefer the analog mirrors because the digital mirrors is still a little bit too expensive. In this luggage compartment or sleeping cabin, you can choose what you want to use it for. It's just behind the driver position, so it's easy access. Behind the 2 front axle, you have the entrance to the coach, but I cannot open it now because the wheelchair lift is here. This is something that we have not seen before. And in Europe, you have a lift. You take the whole wheelchair into the coach, and the passenger can move then over to a seat or sit in the wheelchair. But here in South America, they prefer this type of seat. So you take the wheelchair and you move directly over to the seat and lift it up, turn it around, and you are a passenger in the coach like everyone else. No one can see that you are sitting in a wheelchair. And also when you are traveling like 10 to 12 hours traveling time, you don't want to sit in a wheelchair. You want to have this comfortable seat that you can lay down completely as a bed. And the 4th axle on this one is a tag axle, and it's not turning as we are used to in Europe. This is a stiff axle, just following the coach. You can take off the pressure so you can easily turn it, but the axle would stand still. This is for the maintenance. It's easy to fix it. There is no parts that is turning, so it's for the owner of the coach, save money on this solution. And here I have the luggage compartment, but I'm surprised how difficult it is to access. You have to lift it quite high. You have sharp areas here, and you also have a big pillar. Also, the door is very narrow, and just inside you have a new pillar. So it's not easy to access or to put in your luggage in this one. And here you have the heart of the coach. This is a Volvo D11 engine. In Europe we now have the D13 back on the market, but here you still have the D11. This looks like a normal Volvo chassis. You have everything where you expect it to be. There is nothing special from this area, but you can still get this in a Euro 5 version. But a little fun fact, here in Brazil they still have the pancake, the B12M chassis. It's called the B340M chassis here. That is fun to know that you still can get the pancake version of the Volvo chassis where you have the mid-engine.
I wish I could test drive this bus for a much bigger period of time. Marco Polo introduced the Paradiso 1800 DD in 1995, and ever since it's been a huge success in the Latin American market, both with 3 axles and also with the 4 axles. And there is no doubt the 4 axle is the coolest looking Marco Polo there is. The bus is sold with Scania, with Mercedes-Benz, with Volvo, and is a huge success all over the South American market. Even in South Africa, it's a huge selling success, and we will see this bus for many years to come. And I feel that the G8 looks really nice, but I know that Marco Polo is a company with visions, with strategies, and with big future plans. So I can't wait to see one day in the future the G9. And I know I will be back in Brazil to test drive the brand new G9. It's sad to already have parked the bus because I just want to be in this one forever. Great comfort, great look, and oh, the feeling is just incredible. But now it's time for other customers and journalists to take a look at this perfect demo coach. Thank you so much for watching the video here today. And if you like what you see, click down here. The button is called subscribe, and then you will see all the future videos from us in Bussmagasinet. Until next time, drive safely and have a great day.